everybody, welcome back to Mel's Board Game Room. So today I have Doug, and you work at the Carstairs Library.
Yes, I do.
And we're going to be talking about Mountain View County Comic Con that's coming up in a couple of weeks. It's going to be on Saturday, October 19th.
Yes.
And it's from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we'll kind of go over that again, but I just want to make sure we kind of get it all out there. So I'm super excited about this event.
I'm super excited to have you guys.
I'm gonna be attending. Yeah. So and I'm actually gonna be one of the exhibitors. So I'll be live streaming from that event as well. So I'm just kind of working on my schedule, like what I'm gonna be talking about. I know Pandora's Box is gonna be one of the person that we're gonna do kind of an interview with them as well.
Yeah.
But I've planned like a few comic related games to play, so gotta stay with the themes. Okay. So now this is the second year that you guys are doing it.
Yeah, it was a huge success the first year, so we figured, oh shit, guess we gotta do it again.
Gotta do it again, right?
Yeah.
And now this is the first year, however, that all three Mountain View County libraries kind of collaborate with it.
Exactly.
So it's being run by Carstairs Library, Carstairs Municipal Library, and the Old Library as well.
Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's funny because the ladies that kind of run those libraries are all big into board games as well. So I know them well as well. So, so super excited about this event. Now, I wanted to do this a little bit ahead of time to just get an idea of what can we expect. Like, this is my first time going.
You weren't there last year?
I wasn't there last year.
Oh my goodness.
I know. So I'm making sure I'm spreading the word.
Okay.
Because this is so amazing, first of all, to have an event like this in the smaller communities. You know what? If you're going to have an event like this in the smaller communities, instead of like Calgary, Red Deer, the bigger,
where it's really
better
well
parking.
Yeah.
Guaranteed better parking. Don't have to worry about it. You're not paying for it either. So.
We've actually got two parking lots, one for all the vendors to stick around in, and then like a huge one for everybody else. So yeah.
There you go. So tell us more. What can we expect from the Comic Con?
Okay, well, the first thing you can expect is a lot of a little more exotic vendors selling stuff for like based around anime, manga, comic books, and various other fandoms. You know, Star Wars and Lego.
Nice.
It's ridiculous. It was great. Along with this year, we've got a lot more activities and like interaction.
Nice.
As opposed to just come in, do the circuit, and then well, I've seen everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that more what it was, kind of more about the vendors last year then?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Vendors and the speakers last year.
Okay.
But this year we want a lot more interaction between the vendors and the guests, right?
Nice. Yeah, okay. So tell us more. Like, so let's start with the vendors. Like you've mentioned, kind of like mostly for that kind of community. When you attend a market in Carstairs, you get your typical, what you would expect in small town. And small town, you won't often meet vendors like this. So this is a great opportunity to attend and kind of come across that. So now, there is an event on Facebook, so people can go on Facebook, find some information. Are the vendors listed on there?
Not yet. We're going to be posting right at the end of this week.
Our
official list.
Okay, so are you still taking registration for people who want, or are we full?
We are full up. We have actually got a nice little wait list for next year. I'll be contacting all of them first.
Right.
But the response has been fantastic, with just people coming forward and saying like, wow, no, I've moved out of the area, but I'm from Carstairs, and it's so great that we have something like this. I'd love to come back and really show what I've how I've taken my hobby, my passion, and turned it into a career.
Nice.
Or how I've probably pursued it, right?
No, that's exciting. Because this is an annual event, so it's going to be happening in October again next year.
Yep.
Now, from what I'm understanding, you guys are going to be swapping between Carstairs, Didsbury, O's? Or is it...
We're still kind of up in the air about that.
Right.
This is the first year we've worked together on it.
Right.
We're going to see how that works out.
Sure. Maybe they break up. No. I don't think so.
No, just like weird things with how the funding works. But we've reached pretty well capacity with our current community hall, right? So we're looking into other opportunities for where to host the event, right?
Perfect. I'm just checking. I just turned the comments on. So we have Jim that's tuned in. Hi, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
And then Dave from the Red Hole, he's super upset. He won't be able to make it.
No.
I know. So sad. He has a wedding.
Oh.
I mean, like, priorities, Dave. But
well, your live stream will be viewable afterwards,
exactly.
Right?
So my live stream, I'm going to be live streaming from the event, and then that is then available to view, just like this video as well, would be available to view afterwards.
We'll
right?
live vicariously through you.
Exactly. If you can't come have fun, just come watch me have fun.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So we got lots of cool vendors, and then that's great that it's sold out, basically.
Well, for vendors, yeah.
For vendors,
we'd love
yeah.
to have as many people as possible.
Is there a cost for attending?
No.
Oh, see? So, and audience, like, what would you say is the recommended age for people to come?
Ooh, okay. I'd say young to like early adults would be the primary age that we have been targeting, right?
Yeah.
But we've definitely had tons of people that were more into like their 40s to like well, I don't want to say 70s last year, but like yeah. So we definitely have stuff for younger people. Like one of the first speakers we have, or like panelists, is like a Princess Storytime. So that's aimed super low for a whole family, right?
Great. So perfect family event.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's not gonna break banks, so that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about the other speakers then. So we have the first one that's gonna be kind of more geared towards the younger audience. Is that gonna be like right at 10 then?
Yeah. Here.
Perfect. Look, we have. Let me show you. Is that going to be clear on this one? It might be clear on yours.
Oh, no.
There you go. So we have the vendors and activities on that, and that's going to be on the Facebook page.
That's basically what we're going to be posting, and we're going to be handing those out at the front door.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, along with the layout on the back there, just so everybody knows kind of where everything is.
Yes, I'm going to be at table 27. So that's the one right here. You want to come and look at this one over here. Perfect. Now, so Princess Storytime. Then you have an author panel.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of author are you? Like, is it one author or so multiple?
We've got 3 authors.
Nice.
One of the authors is one of the organizers for the event, Leslie.
Of course.
The libraries.
Yes.
Along with.
Did you need to see this again?
Yeah, let me take a look at my notes, my cheat sheets.
But so there's 3 authors now. Yes. Leslie, her book, and it's just recently published this year, wasn't it? Hers, or is it last year already?
I can't remember Leslie's. I know Larissa. She also just published a book this year.
Okay.
I believe it's also in kind of the fantasy.
Fantasy. And is Leslie's as well? I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Don't tell her.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? We're so sorry, Leslie.
I've been running around doing some of the other
things.
I
saw some of the, because she's done a few Meet the Author events, and then unfortunately it didn't work out for me to go. But yeah, so exciting to be a novelist.
Yeah.
And that was her first book, I do believe.
I think so.
Right. Yeah. So the next author, she is a fantasy novelist, and then the third one, do you know the genre?
No, I don't. See if I can find her name. It might be Shelley Campbell.
It's a surprise. You'll have to come and see.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, that's all right. So then we have the author one, and then afterwards, the next event.
Oh, right. Making movie props with Arnor Minis.
I saw that one. I don't know where I saw this, but I saw it somewhere. And I was like, okay, this one looks super cool. Like, because I'm addicted to like on Instagram where they do like with the foam and they make all their own cosplays and stuff, like
the Ava foam,
right? Like, and the stuff they can do with it. So it'd be super exciting to see something kind of similar to that, how they can make movie props.
Yeah. I don't know what if he's going to go over how to make a specific prop or just general crafting advice. I know I'm going to go talk to him about kind of like D&D dioramas.
Right, because that's a big thing. I have a friend who does like the board with the magnet that'll hold the thing, and then it like you see little skulls in it. Like, it's amazing. Oh, no. So there is a lot of talent out there, and it's interesting to see what people can do. Mm-hmm. Perfect. So and then after that, we have is like 40 years of D&D collective storytelling. So tell me more about that. So I have a lot of friends who are D&D players.
Yeah, we have a ton in Carstairs too.
Right.
Yeah.
D&D honestly is kind of doing a big comeback.
It's on the rise. Yeah.
Right. Definitely is. Mm-hmm. Okay. So so tell us more about 40 years of D&D.
So that one is actually a friend of Arnor Minis.
Okay.
That's how we got in contact with him.
Nice.
And his original talk was kind of more focused on OSR in general, kind of the earlier years of RPGs when they were first, cutting their teeth and like finding a place for themselves within the community.
Right.
So I think that would be really, really interesting for a lot of the high school kids that are just kind of getting into D&D and learning what it is.
Right.
Because these days we see it, stuff like Critical Role or Heroes of Awesome is the only other one I know. Yeah, I can't think of any others right off the top of my head.
I have a lot of friends that'll play Pathfinders, which is a role-playing game. I personally like the board game aspect, but there's a lot of board games that have a strong RPG element to them as well.
Definitely.
So it definitely cross paths. My problem is commitment issues.
Scheduling issues is the main big
Scheduling
bad.
issues is tough. Yeah. And then just sticking to the one campaign again and again. I don't do great with campaign board games either, right? So, but people who are doing those type of games or gatherings love it. Yeah. So to me, it's like, you know, if I'm going to do D&D, make it a one and done. Then we can talk.
And that's what we've done. We've got it on the stage. Some of those high school's DMs. Yeah. I've gotten them to write little 1 hour drop-in adventures that people will be able to try out. So if they're like, oh, I've heard of this D&D and thing before, I don't know if it's really for me. Well, come on, sit down. We've got a character made for you. It'll be all super simple.
That's great. I love that idea. Like, it's great. There's no commitment.
Exactly.
Now, I do have the board game Role Player. I don't know if you've ever played that one, which is all about creating your D&D character and rolling for your stats and all that stuff. But it's more like a puzzle where you're trying to create the best like combination of it. So they've made a board game version of creating your character.
That's so cool.
They did also do one where you can actually take that character and then go do an adventure with it, right? So it's amazing what's out there. So definitely the two hobbies definitely intermingle quite a bit.
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah, perfect. So love the idea of like the one and done, give it a try. Now, do they have to register for that, or is that already filled in, or how does that work?
We haven't quite figured out the specifics on that yet. Okay. I don't think it's going to be registration, but we might have like a list or maybe a queue kind of on the side of like, hey, we're about to wrap this one up. We'll take the next 6 people. That's kind of how we're going to do the tattoos over where by you are as well. There's going to be a queue list. And for like for the adults with what are they called? Where is on my list? Aura Inc.
Right.
Yeah. Last year she was incredibly popular, so we wanted to give her.
So these aren't permanent tattoos, right?
So the Aura Inc. They're proper tattoos.
Are they gonna do actual, real, like permanent tattoos on site? Yeah. Oh my god! I'm like seeing face painting, but no. Oh wow!
So we've got the big kid tattoos there, and then right beside it, we're gonna have glitter tattoos. You know.
Okay, I might commit to my commitment issues. I guess doesn't stop at RPG. I am tattoo-less just because I don't think I could commit something. It's like, do I really want that on me forever?
Forever's a long, long time.
It's a long, long time. So I haven't committed to a tattoo yet.
That's all right. We've got the glitter tattoos for you.
But maybe I'll get a glitter tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, I didn't realize it'd be real. Oh, that's impressive. That's okay. That would be really interesting.
I was blown away by that one.
Right? I'm gonna sneak over and take some pictures.
Definitely.
All right. So then that's happening as well. And then we have comic making, first idea to final products, and that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's another one with one of our local authors, R Over Water.
Okay.
And a lot of the kids in the high school have been kind of making their own comic books for a while now. Yeah. Just kind of amateur wise, and we really wanted to show that hey, this is an option, right?
Right.
Like if you want to try and like do something aside from being farmer or the plumber, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
You can give this a try and either just make it a little bit on the side or just use it as a creative outlet.
And I love that, like, kind of take your hobby and make something more permanent out of it, right? Like,
or even just take it to the next level if you want to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then just kind of seeing the full process of what it takes to do that and create your comic book.
Yeah,
that's exciting. I'm excited to see this one too. I don't know, like I'm hoping I don't miss too much of these things live streaming as well, but we'll see how that goes. And now you have. Starting at 3:00 start live streaming. So what are we live streaming then?
Oh, I think that was going to be another kind of roundtable discussion.
Okay.
I think we've gotten 3, maybe 4 live streamers.
Okay.
That Leslie's organized.
Perfect.
And it'll be kind of like this: back and forth interview, a panel where if people want to start trying out streaming on Twitch or even YouTube.
Oh, very cool.
We'll kind of run down the basics.
Because you know what? It was a pain. It was a pain to put it all together and figure it all out. Audio is not your friend for a long time.
Oh, no.
So I know because I've been at it a couple of years now. So I don't know how long I've been doing it. And I'm definitely doing this as a hobby. This is not a full-time work thing, but it's something that I enjoy to do, so I do a lot of it.
But even as a hobby, like I think this is quite a high level or decent quality at the very least, right?
Yeah, no, you know what? And it's definitely grown a lot. You know, we got started doing Mel's Board Game Room during the pandemic, just because my kids didn't want to talk board games, but I certainly still did.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to meet up with my game friends anymore, so at first I was like, do we really need another board game voice out there? And then some friends of mine and then some other content creators like, yeah, we really do. So here we are. So, but it's been great. And this has been really, really exciting. So at this event here, just to kind of talk about what Mel's Board Game Room is going to do. So I know Pandora's Box. Now, actually, let's talk about Pandora's Box a little bit first, because they are going to have a big thing going at the event
they've got pretty much the whole stage, aside from like the little D&D area. Yeah.
Right. And now Pandora's Book, if you don't know, is they're based out of Ols, and it's a board game store, but also kind of like a cafe and secondhand bookstore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we like to refer to board game stores as our friendly local board game store. That's my friendly local board game store. That's my go-to store.
Yeah, our LGS or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly. So now they have an amazing selection. They have
a beautiful building.
Oh, it's gorgeous walking to it. Like it's whimsical.
Yeah.
And then in the back area, they have lots of tables set up. There's a huge libraries of games that you can go and play. And they do a lot of events as well. But I'll be doing an interview with them sometimes on that Saturday, so we can kind of find out more about what all of Pandora's Boxes has available. But on the stage, they're going to be hosting games.
Yep. Again, drop-in demos.
Yeah.
MDG and Lorcana, I believe, are going to be some major focuses. But last year they also had one. It was kind of like tic-tac-toe, but with sheep.
Cool.
I think it was sheep. Oh, I can't remember now. I think it was. Yeah.
Or was it with cats?
Oh, cats. That's
Boop.
the one.
It was Boop.
Boop. Cat.
You know, I just purchased Boop, which is the Ghost Halloween version. But yeah, amazing game. So tic-tac-toe is definitely putting it as a simple way. It's a lot more strategic than that.
My apologies.
We'll educate Doug. He'll get familiar with board games before long. But yeah, so that'll be great because they'll have a bunch of games that people can try out, and then they, I was not into the board game hobby for a long time. Not until 2017. Not that I wasn't into board games. I loved board games, but I didn't have access to modern board games. And that is becoming more and more available now. And having a store like Pandora's Books, where they have such an amazing library of games that you can kind of purchase from. Now, they're also online, so if you're not local to them, you can purchase from them online as well.
Definitely.
But just to be exposed to those games, because the quality of the gameplay just doesn't compare from the mass market game. Right? Like, it just takes it to a whole other level, and then this happens. But to me, and I consider myself to be a board game ambassador just because there are so much benefit to them. It's one of the best quality time you can have with family and friends.
It really is.
Keep your brain sharp as well. Like, it's really fun, but you're also kind of keeping yourself alert, and then kind of put your brain to work. Some less than others. Some games are very much complex, while some games are super simple. So it just really, there's something out there that'll appeal to everybody.
Yeah, whether it's like, I gotta think this out and keep track of all these other things, or whether
sometimes that's what people like.
What they're doing over there,
And sometimes zombie dice, and you just roll dice, try to get brains.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
how far do you want to risk it?
Exactly what the shellac, for sure. We always call the shots like shot in the face. It's like, oh no, shot in the face. So, but yeah, so that's just so amazing that, first of all, Pandora's Box is in the community and you have access to that now. And a lot of libraries now are starting to have board games available.
Yeah, small collections of them. Yeah.
Right. Now, does Carstairs do?
Yes. Again, a small collection. A lot of it is like more of those like old-fashioned ones.
Right.
But we are getting.
I'll be donating a few today, so they're getting a few new ones.
Thank you very much.
And I know Disbury has as well.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm assuming Olds does also.
I would assume so. They have a library of things, so they must have a library.
Yeah, because I mean, like, that's one thing that it can be daunting to get into the board game hobby if you haven't been, and then you're looking, it's like $50. We're not spending $50 for a game. Well, then you don't have to. You can just borrow it from the library, take advantage of that gameplay, the benefits of it, the quality time, and then when you're done, just returning it. And then if you like it, borrow it again. Or if you really like it, then you could invest in the $50.
Buy it, support the company, and
exactly. Go support Pandora's Box.
Or even just your own local gaming store.
Which I'm assuming if they're coming to our event.
You know what? Nah, that's very fair.
But yeah, so I think that's just great that libraries are getting into offering that now as well.
Well, we want to support all aspects of the community as much as we can, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time with these fandoms and cultures, it's more difficult to get to reach them, right?
True.
So this is a great way for us to do it and say, hey, this is a space where all of us are going to be weird together. We're gonna have people roaming around in cosplay and dressed up like stormtroopers, right? Come on down, you're gonna be accepted.
My kid is planning to go with his anime cosplay, so yeah, he's excited for that. Because I mean, we have a lot of events in the area, like in Alberta, but it's nice to have something, as I said, that's more local. So we're super looking forward to that. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? Am I missing anything that would be happening? Now, you mentioned food trucks potentially.
Yes, we do have a few food trucks that are going to be hanging out outside in case anybody gets hungry.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah. Hungry just thinking about it. Well, I might have like a couple other like snack options around, but not like a whole ton.
And then there's going to be caricatures, right?
Caricatures.
Yeah.
So kind of we'll have...
I saw pictures of that and I was like, okay, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to.
Mark Corell?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can be super cheap and really fast, really great artist. Again, another one of those like activities that we kind of want to help promote and have interaction as opposed to just come in and do the circuits.
Sounds good. So at the event, I'm going to try to live stream a few board games. Of course, Mel Board Game Room, we're going to be about the board games. I think we're going to try to play Comic Hunters, which is a board game about putting a comic book collection together. Amazing game. I'm going to bring my Marvel Dice Throne, so where you can be, Thor against Loki, against the different Marvel characters. And it has like a Yahtzee battle style. So it's simple to play. Artwork is amazing. But we'll be live streaming that as well. I still need to kind of put my list together. So if you have any suggestions of games that you'd want to see played there. Oh, I'm thinking Marvel United as well.
United. Okay.
And I might bring some of my anime games also. But we'll see. I mean, it's one day. So we'll see how much we can fit anyways. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions of games you'd like to see live stream at the event, let me know.
I'm gonna have to look these up and see which one I want to hop in on.
No, for sure. Well, I can show them after too.
Ooh, perfect.
This is Doug's first time coming to my house, so he's just kind of got a glimpse of the madness on my way to my office here. So
it's an impressive library.
I'm at over 900 now.
Goodness.
I know. And I'm saying over 900 because it sounds better than I'm close to 1,000.
You could open your own board game cafe.
Well, yeah, in Acme, I don't think it'd be very profitable.
Probably not.
It's a little small community for a board game cafe. But yeah, so that's why that's not going to be happening. So super excited. If you're planning on coming to Mountain View County Comic Con, do come. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm super excited seeing all these vendors. Because, I know Fire
Fire Ink Designs?
Yes, because I have seen them at FallCon and I've bought some of their jewelry, so I want to get some more.
Nice.
I bought D20 earrings.
Oh,
so we need more. And then, so I'm excited to see some of those off the chart vendors that you don't normally see all the time. I am excited to see the tattoos now.
Yeah.
And the caricatures and then all the panels. It sounds like it's going to be a really great event. So do be sure to come in. And then if it's a free admission, there's no excuse. This is a perfect family event.
Yeah.
Or if to find your people, like a lot of people into this hobby that don't really is aware of anybody else that is, this is a great place to meet other gamers, other person that shares the same interests.
Yeah.
So that'll be really interesting. And then I know to see the cosplays, that's just so neat.
Some of the details I see in some of these are
it's unreal.
Blow my mind. Where they have like voice changers or they have light up eyes that they can actually see through, and that's just mind boggling to me.
And I think my son is coming, but I know he bought, because he also attends AutoFest every year and has for many years now, which is a very large anime convention in Calgary.
Oh yeah.
And he bought this mask to have it for this next coming year for Halloween. But it's all made out of 3D printed bits that they put together.
Yeah.
And then it has like the fur head as well, but then it has the LED face. And you can change like if it's squinty face or I'm not gonna say more. Come and check it out because it was impressive when you showed it to me. It's like, he won it in a contest.
Really?
Apparently.
So cool.
Yeah, so he's super thrilled with it, and I was super impressed to see it. And then luckily there's a little fan in there because it would get quite hot.
It would get toasty,
Yeah. So just for that one alone, come check it out. But then there's going to be amazing cosplays to see as well. And if you're planning to come and you want to dress up, go ahead.
Please do. We encourage it. Yeah. I'm gonna be talking to a lot of the cosplayers and see if how I can level up my costumes and stuff when I go out and do LARP.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I'm gonna be getting out of this. So everyone's gonna have something that they can, some way that they can benefit, right?
Sounds great. Now for Mel's Board Game Room as well, I'm getting like a comic backdrop to put behind. So when we're recording, I'm gonna have some like photo booth props. So don't interrupt the recording, but do photobomb, right? So awesome. I think we've covered pretty much all that we wanted to.
Pretty much.
Stay tuned on the Facebook page. Is there a website as well that there should be?
The Facebook page is going to be the main main information hub for all.
So there is an event that's created on Facebook called MVC Comic Con.
Yeah.
So go register on there, and then you can see like all this stuff popping up because it sounds like there'll be a lot of stuff showing up this week as well.
Oh yeah, we've currently got the first of our prizes, our door prize.
Oh right, there's contests.
Yeah, there's a contest.
Actually, let's talk about that real quick. That's the first thing on my list, and I totally skipped it.
We're so professional.
Right? Yes, that's how I work.
Anyone who knows me knows. Oh yeah, definition of professional. That guy.
It's like this is my first time doing an interview. I was like, good, it'll be natural.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then totally fits that. So tell us about the contests.
Yeah. So last year we had just about 5 door prizes for everybody that came in. We got them to fill out a survey and collect their info, and then afterwards we drew. This year we're doing it a little bit differently. So we have one that's going to take place before the con even starts, just for like sharing on social media and commenting what your favorite fandom is that you're a part of.
Right.
So for some people it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Other people it's like just D&D in general, right?
Right. Nice.
Or Star Wars, The Mandalorian, whatever. We love them all. We want to know what you guys kind of favorites are.
Okay, perfect.
And
so you just kind of enter that, and then you're entered for a contest, and that's before the event. So you would be able to enter that fairly soon.
Yes, you can enter it right now.
Oh, right now? Go. Wait till this video's over, but then go.
Yeah. Maybe we can stick a link in the description or something.
Yeah, definitely. I'll make sure that we add in the descriptions because this is being aired on my Facebook page as well as YouTube.
Okay. There we go.
So we'll go and add the links to enter the contest on
definitely.
those for sure. And then there's door prizes as well.
Yes, for the speakers and the panelists.
Nice.
When you go in there, you'll be given a ticket, and then at the end, we will do a quick draw, and the prizes will be stuff like video game controllers, or maybe like a little box set of anime,
Nice.
set of RPG dice, or maybe even a board game.
Yes.
Yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions for those.
Perfect. Yeah, well, definitely I'll contribute some to the door prizes as well.
When you let me know, when you mentioned your son, he got that in
In a contest, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, maybe I gotta level up our prizes here.
Well, I mean, that was massive. I don't know how that worked out, but yeah. That was impressive.
Yeah, the door prizes will also be a lot of them are going to be donated from the vendors.
Yes.
So if there's something in particular that you're looking for from the vendors,
that might be a chance to get it there.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds great.
And then there will be kind of a grand one at the end. This time for filling out that survey of like, hey, how did we do? What was your favorite parts? What could we do better for next year? Right.
Nice.
And that'll be drawn afterwards. So
Perfect.
we have one that'll be drawn before, a bunch that will be drawn during, and then one for afterwards.
Sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So, so Doug, thank you so much for taking the time coming all the way to Acme to do this.
Thank
but
you for
I think
having me.
this is great to just kind of get a better picture of what to expect. And it sounds like it's going to be amazing. So I'm super excited. In fact, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about it. I'm like buying this stuff for Amazon for my photo booth, photo drop thing, like at midnight.
Oh
So
goodness,
I know.
I'm sorry.
Well,
All right, tone it down a bit. Maybe we pull
I don't
back.
do tone down. I don't do that. Wait till Christmas happens. It's even worse.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing you there. If you are there, do stop by. Come say hi at the booth.
Come photobomb.
All right, come photobomb if I am recording. I do have an on-air
Oh, like a
light?
sign or something? Okay,
yes,
nice.
right there. It's not turned on right now, but I have a light. So if it's on,
Are you sure we're on?
we're recording. But if it's not on, do come and chit chat, and then I'd love to meet everybody. Come in.
Yeah.
But so we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.